What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are on this, the 24th of April. Resting easy at about $93,000, just below 93K. Man, it's funny how just a few days ago 90K seemed like a distant memory, and now it's like riding a bike, right? It's literally like riding a bike. We're riding well. This feels natural. It feels like it's meant to be, and it feels like it's not enough. I think that we have more to go, really, is what I'm trying to say here. On a daily basis, yes, we're pulling back. My expectation was if we were to see any pullbacks, they'd be very quick and short lived, and they'd be a little bit more dramatic than this. So the fact that we're holding up well makes me think that we might not be done going up here before we actually see some real standard volatility. So I think that we do have higher to go. The fact that we've gotten overbought, we've closed above the overbought zone for the last 2 days, green days, and even if we close today red here, we'd actually be in a really prime position to bounce right off of the overbought zone. I think that this is a good look, man. I really do. But what we need more than anything, if we close here today red, is we need a green day tomorrow, right? It's okay if we close red, but we would need a green day tomorrow to confirm that we're bouncing here. If today, over the next 9.5 hours, does move up and close green, well, that wouldn't surprise me at all, but that'd be very validating to the notion that we are, in fact, ready to go higher and delve deeper into these overbought readings, seeing something potentially on the lines of what we saw last time we got overbought, right? Something rather massive. Here we got a little bit overbought, right? But we were, as soon as we got overbought, it was here. This day we didn't move anywhere, and then the very next day we dropped, right? Here we got overbought. The next day we didn't go anywhere, but we haven't dropped, at least not yet. And even if we do drop, let's talk about that real quick. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't think we're going to see this, but if we were to drop, 87.6K is a nice area to find support. Prior area of resistance there. You could go all the way down to 85,000. That's a nice area of support. Prior area of resistance here and here as well, right? And here as well, actually, like really throughout that whole range, and support right there. So very, very key areas to find support. If we were to move down here all the way down to 85K, it's just a higher low. That's all it is, right? It's nothing to concern yourselves with. If we are to move down to 85K from a low to a high, that's right at the 0.5. 84K is right at the 0.5. And that's actually a very common thing Bitcoin's done this whole cycle, is find support at its 0.5 or resistance at its 0.5. So, it's completely possible. If we look at the relative high to low here, you're at the golden ratio. Going back down to your 0.5 here is at $90,000. Going down to your 382, very common thing, that's at 86.2K. We could drop lower and we're fine. Okay, we're fine. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If we go lower, we're fine. Altcoins tend to do their best whenever Bitcoin runs like this and then it consolidates. I'm sure over the past 2 days, altcoins have seen a rather good day. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. Let's see here. Others. Others. Yeah, the last couple of days have been good, I guess, right? 1, 2 days here. Bitcoin. Well, I guess it just moved up with Bitcoin. That's not in correspondence. I guess it's not a direct correlation. Maybe they haven't run yet, is what I'm seeing here, right? They haven't run yet, but they will soon, right? And oftentimes, whenever Bitcoin pumps and then it moves sideways like this, it does give alts an opportunity to catch up. They're clearly not taking that opportunity today. Not all of them, but some of them are. Some of them are surpassing Bitcoin. Actually, there's a good bit that are, but I digress. That wasn't the point. That didn't prove the point that I'm trying to make. But most of the time, a good bit of the time, especially during alt season, when Bitcoin pumps like this, it's these sideways moments where altcoins really take off. So if we keep moving sideways like this, don't be surprised if altcoins take off. If Bitcoin moves up, don't be surprised if altcoins follow with it. But if we're looking at it here from the high to a low, consolidating like this below the golden ratio, getting back to work here, consolidating like this below the golden ratio is anything but a bad thing. It's a positive thing. Oftentimes with the golden ratio, you get up there, you find resistance, and then you continue. You find support, whatever, and then you continue. Or you just reject and you go lower, whatever. But the fact that we're consolidating here, if over the next 9 hours and 36 minutes we remain in this area, I think that the longer we consolidate here, the better it looks actually, and the more likely we are to just rip up to the 786, 886 area. That's the next target area to focus on. That's at about $101,000 to $104,600, somewhere in that area, above 100K. That's the next target area. And the thing is, we don't have to stop there. We could continue higher. And I think that by the end of the month, we will continue higher. We will see higher prices. 111K is the end of month call. It's not looking so promising right now, but we're sticking with it until the end, man. It's the 24th of April right now. I've got some belief that we're going to get there. We still have, how many days is that left? 6 days left in the month, yeah? 6 days, 10 hours left. There we go. Looking at this on a daily time frame on the RSI, phenomenal looking 4-hour time frame RSI also looks really good, right? Getting overbought. You're getting overbought nice and deep into the overbought zones, into the 90s. You are at a lower low in your RSI right now, lower low here, while having higher lows in the price, higher low here. That is hidden bullish divergence. That's actually a really good thing. If we're looking at this from a relative low to a relative high here, you're finding support at the 236. Super bullish, guys. It doesn't happen often, but it's super bullish. This is what it looks like when it happens. Very well respected. We could go lower. Absolutely, we could. And I keep talking about that not because I think it's going to happen, but just in case it does happen. I'm bullish. So if I'm bullish and I'm saying that, and then something opposite happens, I don't want people to freak out and think, oh no, he was wrong about it going down $3,000. That means this thing's broken. No, it's not broken. It's fine. It's okay. Drop $5,000. It's okay. We're going to be fine, okay? It doesn't matter. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. And the thing is, even if I'm wrong, I'm wrong momentarily, and then inevitably it'll come to fruition, right? It doesn't matter about being right or wrong. I don't care about that, but I'm just saying if it happens, that might be a possibility. But at the moment, 4-hour RSI showing lower lows, higher lows in the price, bouncing off the 236. I can't help but be bullish here, man. Moving down without volume, moving up with volume. I can't help but be bullish here. Okay, looking at this on a 1-hour time frame too. Let's just see if we get anything oversold, or you got overbought. You can't even get oversold. You're bouncing off the oversold area. You're not quite out of the woods yet, or maybe you are with this down. You're not quite out of the woods yet with this downtrend, but keep pushing higher. Get above the 50. We want to see you push higher by the end of the day. That's the idea here. That's not a friendly candle there if we're being honest, but whatever, man. The 1 hour is not the most significant time frame to look at. A lot of volume came in over the past hour, though, didn't it? Relatively speaking, and we didn't really go anywhere. Maybe we do find resistance. Maybe we do. I don't know. The shorter term time frames, the 15-minute and the 1 hour, are the only ones making me scratch my head. The 4-hour and above are looking really promising. So if we do find resistance over the coming hours, okay, fine. If we move down over the coming hours, maybe by the end of the day, okay, fine. Tomorrow, next week, next month, all these time frames are saying that we're going to go higher. We have more work to go to the upside, more work to do to the upside. 3-day time frame looking good, looking poised and postured to get to the overbought zone. We love that. Weekly RSI, same thing, looking good. The last 2 times that we were in this area, here we bounced. Here we bounced, went all the way up to the overbought zone. Here we bounced, went all the way up to the overbought zone. I wonder what we're doing now. I don't wonder what we're doing now. I don't think I have anything else I want to say. I've made the point that I need to make. Ultimately, where we're going from a high to a low, the price that we're going to by the end of May is likely somewhere between, I think, 130K to 140K, somewhere in this area by the end of May. By the end of June, we're going up to 170, 180K, somewhere in this area here. Okay, that's the expectation. End of May, end of June. And it's going to, on a weekly basis, it's going to seem like it was just a straight line all the way up, right? It's going to seem like it was a straight line all the way up. But there will be turbulence along the way. On a daily basis, there will be volatility. There will be flash crashes and shakeouts. So the best way to behave, the best way to go about this next move is to set up now, make your bed, and just lay in it. Lay in it, go to sleep, wait until May ends, until we're in June, and then wake up and look at how much higher we are. That's probably the best way to go about it. They say sell in May and go away. It's not actually a good idea. I'm going to make a video on this, but a little spoiler alert here. We're at the end of the video here. Most people don't watch until the end anyways, so I'm assuming most people won't see this. But if you are seeing this, hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. If we're going through, we put some cyclical lines on here. Where? They're right here. Cyclic lines. Right there we go. We go to May. Where are you at, May? Where are you at? Where's our first May? Right here, 2010. Go to May 2011. Every single line here now is on a given May. If we look at May, was it a good time to sell in May and go away there? No. If you sold in May, you would have missed out. Okay, whatever. It's the beginning of crypto. Who cares? That doesn't apply. Okay, what about here? If you sold in May and went away, did it work out? No. Sell in June and go away seems to work out, but that's 2 times in a row it didn't work out. What about here? Sell in May? No. Can't be a coincidence. Let's keep going. Sell in May and go away. Okay, there on the 4th attempt, it actually worked. And really here, it's not even sell in May and go away. It would have been sell in April, but still, that would have worked. We went down afterwards. Here, sell in May, go away. Did that work? Yeah, kind of it did, but we're in a bear market. I'm not gonna necessarily lean on that as much, but that's 3-2. Here, sell in May, did that work? No, it did not. Sell in May and go away did not work. You would have missed out on the growth over the next 2 months to come. So that's 4. Sell in May, go away did not work. Sell in June, go away seems to work better. That's 5. Sell in May, go away, no, that's 6. Sell in May, go away, yes, it worked. That's the 3rd sell in May that works, but it was in a bear market again, right? Sell in May, go away, no, it did not work. Sell in June worked, right? So So 3 to 7, bullish effect. Sell in May, go away. Nope, I wouldn't say that worked at all. That's eight sell in Mays that would have failed you. Sell in May and go away. No, that wouldn't have worked either. That's nine sell in Mays and go aways. It didn't work. 10 here, or no, that would have been 9. That would have been failed ideas. This would have been the fourth that would have actually worked. And again, it was in a bear market. Okay. Sell in May, go away. Nope, didn't work here either. That's 11 times that it didn't work. We didn't pump dramatically, but we moved sideways. Sell in May, go away here. Okay, it kind of worked. It kind of worked last year. Okay, kind of worked last year. Sell in May, go away does not apply to Bitcoin. It hasn't applied to Bitcoin. It's a false idea. It's a false narrative. It's only applicable in the bear markets. And even then, we've seen moments in the bear markets where we actually do continue to pump. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But if you're thinking about telling me, well, what about the sell in May thing? I don't know what to tell you, man. Look at the data. Look at the data. Look at the charts. We're not going to sell off in May. We're not going to sell off in June. It'd be better actually. You would have done much better if you did sell in June and go away, right? Sell in June and go away seems to be more applicable to Bitcoin than anything, but not always. Anyways, I got nothing else for you guys. We're at 93K right now, looking like we want to go a lot higher. We're going to go to 170, 180K by the end of June. We'll be at $120,000 before you know it. That's probably going to happen before we're even halfway done with May, you guys. We're on our way to riches and glory. All you got to do is make your bed and lay in it, man. Buy and hold, and the rest will follow. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.